Welcome guys, Techie Garage here. So this will be what I try to do about 5-ish minute or so kind of brief videos. So this will be kind of the start of a short series of, I'm going to basically turn it into a series of switching the AMD stuff out with the AMD stuff that I bought. So this is basically going to be the dismantling and possibly removing of the motherboard in this video. And then the next one we'll likely do thermal paste and possible RAM switch out, or figuring out which RAM that we want to use. I think as long as all the voltages are the same, it should be okay. I don't think I'll really be able to put an odd amount of RAM in, but we'll play around and see what we can accomplish. So let's get started. So I'm going to, I don't know how much this is going to be. Here we go. And I think for right now, because let's see. So the power supply is turned off. It's plugged in, but it's turned off. The power supply is turned off. So I think I'm just going to leave it that way, and then we're just going to basically start unplugging stuff. This, if I'm being honest, I have no idea what this goes to. It's coming off the power supply, but it looks like a fan header. But I'm not 100%. And then obviously this is fan, which I shouldn't have to mess with that, but just for the sake of, having just room to work, there's no reason to have a lot of stuff installed. And this is the HDMI cable that I had sitting up there, because I will be using this because I have onboard. I'm sure you know what an HDMI cable looks like, but I will be using onboard graphics. I'm not going to be using a discrete graphics card because there's no reason to. Because this is just to have display and monitor what's going on with the system. If I need to mess with anything. So let's see. So that's pretty well undone. I'm going to try just to stuff everything up here. That way it's kind of just out of the way, so when we go to take the motherboard out, it's somewhat tucked away. We finally do away with this funky 20-pin ATX adapter, which, don't get me wrong, it did its job. It did what it was intended for, but I would just much rather be able to plug in a normal 24-pin ATX. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. I'll do this, which I don't know all of this is actually necessary, but we're going to do it just, like I said, just to make as much room as possible. So this is going to get undone. This hard drive here. So this hard drive will get actually mounted before we get too carried away. Okay, stuff that up in there. And this is the CPU supplemental power. If I can get my thumb in there to release the tab that's right there. Yeah, it's probably kind of hard to see, but I apologize for that. This is just the wire for the CPU fan. I'm going to just go ahead and leave that there. The RAM is going to stay because I got no use for it. It's a DDR. It's not going to do me any favors. So I'm going to undo all the USB, which I don't think I had it hooked up right in the first place. Because it didn't work, and there's no indicators on the board to really tell you how it's supposed to go. So who knows, maybe I'll be able to utilize that better on the next board. But, one thing at a time. I'm just going to kind of somewhat organizedly shove this in a hole, and then we're going to take out all these, and this is basically your hard drive, LED indicator, your, let's see, yeah, power LED tells you it's turned on, the hard drive LED just for activity, reset switch, and your power switch. So we're just going to take those and put them back there. Okay, at this point I think that pretty well, minus the graphics card. It's pretty well takes care of it. So we're gonna undo this, unplug the VGA, and then getting this out. Yeah. I think I figured out a way to do this somewhat easy. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, because it's like, there we go. And so there's our, I don't even know what this was. Oh yeah, it's the GeForce FX50 GX. That's probably not going to do it. Yeah. So, stay tuned and we will be right back. So this is not an edit. I know it probably seems like it is, but my attention was needed during this video, so that's why I just want to come back and wrap things up and close things out. So that'll do it for this. Next step is to get the motherboard out and get the thermal paste and start getting the next new board in. So like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in the dismantling and thermal paste video. So yeah, that'll do it. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Techie Garage out.